What if Jesus was born today in Australia? Who would our wise people be? Where would they be coming from? What would they be looking for? What gifts would they bring? What if one of our wise people studied space? What if she was looking for joy?
Hi, my name's Nikki Coleman and I'm a space ethicist. Yes, it's a real job. It's a job I did with the Royal Australian Air Force and with the Australian Space Agency and other overseas organisations. When I think of Christmas, I think of the star that the wise people followed to go and take gifts to Jesus. Part of my job as a space ethicist was to plan future missions to faraway planets and even further away stars. And so at night time, I like to go out and look into the darkness and look at our stars and see our glorious Milky Way and our Southern Cross. And it fills me with excitement about future missions that people will go to faraway planets and stars. And it reminds me of the excitement that the three wise people must have had when they saw a brand new star in the sky that was so bright that they realised that something grand, something amazing was about to happen and they had to be there to see it. So they packed up their camels and they trekked off to go and be there. When I think of Jesus, I also think of the fact that when God created the universe and our world, it all started with stardust. All of us are made of many things, including the dust from the very first stars that God created when they created the universe. And even Jesus had some of that stardust from those very first stars inside him, and so do you, and so do I. When I think of Jesus and the wise people going to see him, it reminds me of our Indigenous elders who have navigated by the stars for tens of thousands of years across our great South land. And it makes me wonder if the wise people who were going to visit Jesus, did they see a bright star in the sky, or did they see something like our emu in the sky? And did they navigate by an emu in the sky, equivalent for them? And it makes me so happy, fills me with joy, that the idea of some wise people navigating by the emu in the sky to go and see baby Jesus. If baby Jesus was being born now, and I was getting him a gift, I'd get him Lego. This was my first Lego set that I got when I was 50. My kids had Lego, but I didn't. And they gave this to me for my birthday. I love Lego. It gives me great joy. And I think you can never be too young or too old to start playing with things like Lego. And that's what I would give to Jesus as a gift, because it brings me great joy and it's more practical than frankincense. But I'd also bring a gift for Mary and Joseph, because being a new parent is hard enough without being alone in a strange land as a homeless refugee with nowhere to live. And so this Christmas, I encourage you all to reflect, go outside, look at the stars, see the emu in the sky if it's the right time of the year, and dream and think of what you would do if you were one of the wise people bringing gifts to Jesus and you were being guided by God's stars through the stardust in us, and what gift you would bring to baby Jesus. Thank you.